Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dick Greenback here, and I'm back with Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So, let's get right into it. I think it's should be episode 3, just ended episode 2. Oh, sick, dude, end the game. Nice, rewards, okay.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I've prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Holy freaking lord. I can do different missions.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different.
What is this one?
You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because The United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet...
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean night.
I don't even know about this.
Ocelot. I hear they
Sweet,
started
man,
calling you
so.
Shellers.
Salt! It's me right now. Alright, well,
Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you. Tracking you, your men. Your Snake tried it.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics...
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics,
Christmas Eve, 1979, the Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. Christmas Eve, 1979, the Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
What am I supposed to do? I'm afraid to use these songs are copyrighted. I'm only playing a little bit. I would chant yes, but I don't think that is exceptional. People don't know what that's from. Then you obviously don't watch wrestling. Yes. Alright. I'm afraid there's a copyrighted. What am I supposed to do?
I've taken the job
Oh.
offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
He's got a suppressor. I guess he uses a suppressor one. The suppressed one. Okay. Can't really do much. Tools. Select buddy. You can play with the characters? No way. No, I like this one. No. Alright. Commence mission ASAP. Alright. Sick. Sweet. Might just cut out all that beginning part. Okay. Whew. So I was stretching.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. Then I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
I didn't mean to do that. Yes, please.
Be careful down there, boss.
Do this thing. Boy. I'm gonna get up on the top here and try to do something. Alright.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up. Boss, intelligence work is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings.
Alright, got that dude first. Gotta make sure there's nobody over here though. Okay. I might actually just go completely around this. Shit, I didn't mean to go forward. Oh man, no. Yes, I know this. Alright, I'm gonna go all the way around it that way. Wait a minute, there's a spotlight over there. I'm gonna take. God damn it, get up. Okay. I'm just gonna take this on foot. Bye, buddy.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Shit. Man, why didn't I kill him? I hit him straight in the head.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, careful.
That was a no! God damn it. I need to take out this guy. I don't get why the guy didn't die. I shot him straight in the head. Seriously? Please let me move. Well, he's dead. Good.
That was target confirmed dead. Impressive work, boss.
Nice. I can take this. What? Thanks for the chuck, dude. Bye. Just kidding. I want to fight you guys.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
What are you now? You good? Oh, what above? Where did you guys come from? Hello. Only 30%. Whatever. All good. Gotta keep you next to reload.
Roger that.
Sick. I'm gonna go up into one of the towers. I'm gonna see if you got a sniper.
You gonna extract him?
Yeah, the weapon's gone from the guy. Probably gone from the other guy too, huh? was that? Oh. Probably down from the other tower too. Just taking a guess here. Thank you, God. God, the game's controls are so weird.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Okay, I'm gonna go because I think that's copyright music. So I don't think so. Now what? Okay, so that's cool. You can get like, okay, that's cool. It's really cool. It's all the same thing, but okay. Base, development, weapons and items. Oh, this project. Yes. Okay. Can't I just change my loadout? What's this one? Is this DMR ago? Oh, Dobro hunting rifle. Hunting shotgun. Sorry. Ooh. Okay. +99, Jesus. That is a bunch of shit that I can make. My God, that is actually a bunch of shit that I can make. Ooh, a magnum. What are these? Oh, hand cannons. SMGs. What the hell's going on? Stop it. Assault rifles. Damn, I can make a lot now. Oh my God. What in the hell? Can't see shit. Okay. Let's pick a mission now. Okay. Okay, so, I eliminated the Spetsnaz commando.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet scorched earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas.
Roger.
The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Okay. Toughest bastard. Just kidding. They can run like the damn Flash.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Alright, nice. Hi guys. What's up?
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Oh my god, I got a lot of people on staff now.
Departing.
Okay.
Mission complete, boss.
Alright, and I got a B, nice. Woohoo, Cody chicken. Okay. Alright, well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please click that like button. Also click that bell by the subscribe button. Tells you when I make a video or when I go live. Don't know when I'm gonna go live, but it tells you when I upload a video. So thank you guys and I'll see you guys later. Bye.